There's been some talk about the economy. Today the Tory party are going... Thanks, Jay. The economy, the Tories are taking on Rachel Reeves. They're tabling a motion in the House of Commons. You heard it from Mel Stride to say she's incompetent and she's lied to us. We're going to talk now to the Economist, an author of the Substack When the Facts Change. He's a legend. We just hope he's in the chair. 3, 2, 1. Ace there, Liam Halligan. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
You're never going to let me forget that, are you, Jeremy?
Never. Not getting your orange juice this morning. You're back in front of that. You're back in front of that sign that looks like. I don't know why I'm going to say this, but I just feel the need. You look like you're in Amsterdam there, Liam. But there we go, son.
Amsterdam, East London.
I wanted to play you a clip of Esther McVey, who's just on the show, questioning Rachel Reeves on unemployment yesterday. If we could just play that clip quickly for Liam.
Does the Chancellor believe there is any link at all between her increase in employers' national insurance contributions, her job tax, and employment levels slumping to a 14-year low?
Yeah. It's just wrong. Chancellor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, the number of jobs has increased by 329,000 this year. That is the record of this government getting people back into work, and also through the Youth Guarantee, dealing with the fact that when we took office last year, 1 in 8 young people were not education, employment or training. That is your record. This government are addressing it.
Liam, if we get it away from personal, because every time I see Rachel Reeves, I think you're incompetent, you're out of your depth, and you just don't answer questions. But many politicians are like that and seemingly only ever lose the shackles when they're not in power. But Esther McVey made a very salient point about the state of this country, be it taxation, be it unemployment. I think many people would want you to answer this question. Economically, how bad is it?
Well, the situation is definitely pretty rough. We're not in a recession. The economy is not shrinking, but it's certainly stagnating. And business sentiment and consumer sentiment, by the way, really are at rock bottom, the worst since the height of lockdown pandemic, which, of course, shuttered the entire economy. What was going on there in the House of Commons between Esther McVey, former Tory cabinet minister, and Chancellor Rachel Reeves? Well, Esther McVey was rightly pointing out that Rachel Reeves's £25 billion annual increase in employer national insurance contributions has lowered employment. It has stymied the labour market. The number of payrolled employees has gone down every single month since Reeves announced that policy back in October 2024, and particularly since that policy, higher national insurance contributions, was introduced in April 2025. Reeves then countered, and by the way, the Bank of England agrees with that analysis, that her national insurance employer contribution rise has acted as a jobs tax. Reeves countered that employment has gone up. That's because a lot of people who haven't got jobs have got into self-employment. That's what's actually happening. Yeah. So payroll employment has gone down every month. The number of people trying to get ahead by going self-employed, people struggling often to provide for themselves and their families, has gone up. I think the absolute killer blow to Reeves, and I thought what she said there was pretty disingenuous, and she's getting a reputation going beyond all the jokes about chess championships and CVs. She's getting a reputation now in financial markets for really not being a straight dealer with the actuality.
Well, the Tories are actually bringing in a motion this afternoon, led by Mel Stride, who was on the show just a tick ago, saying we actually know fundamentally that you've lied to the British people. I can never get away. You're an economist. I'm just an old man sat behind a microphone, but I can never get away. I've always judged people on, and you talk to them, you see them. I don't ever get the feeling, Liam, that she even believes herself what she's saying. She looks permanently like she's a rabbit caught in the headlights. And I don't want to be disrespectful because they made a big thing about being the first Chancellor of the Exchequer that was a woman. I think she's out of her bleeding depth, mate. I don't think she enthuses confidence amongst the electorate, certainly not amongst the banking fraternity and business in general. And they came to power saying growth, growth, growth. They have destroyed so many small and medium-sized businesses with their NI increase, and they have basically said, well, it's going to cost you a lot more to employ people, then workers' rights. I don't think they care about the working man and woman. I really don't. I genuinely believe that.
On the debate you just heard there between Esther McVey and Reeves, the killer fact that Reeves can't deny is that the headline rate of unemployment has gone up from 4.2% when Labour came in July 2024 to 5% now. That's a recent year high. That's the highest in 3 or 4 years. And the likes of the OECD, other independent think tanks are saying that unemployment is going to push up from 5 to 5.2, 5.3, 5.4%, above 2 million. Is she out of her depth? Okay, my view about Rachel Reeves, and I've known her many, many years, I do think she's got, sufficient intellect to be an okay Chancellor under normal circumstances, but these aren't normal circumstances, and she's a long way out of her depth, with respect. There's no other way for me to put it. But my main point, Jeremy, to you would be, is that she's actually using her mind and her brains to deflect and to deny and to impose her own ideological view on the world, rather than understanding, how the world is actually behaving, how the economy is actually behaving.
There seems no plan B. It seems to me that they're not able to react. They're not proactive. There was one plan and that's it, and then there's stuff. That's how I see it.
There's one plan that is to increase the size of the state, increase welfare spending, and make Labour activists and economically literate Labour backbenchers happy, so they don't decapitate Reeves and Starmer, who, unbelievably, these people think Reeves and Starmer are too right-wing. That's really... Can
I congratulate you on the third time since you weren't there, third time being in your chair. We love having him, Economist and author of the Substack, When the Facts Change, sitting there in his very nice set. Liam Halligan, a very good morning. Thank you so much indeed.